Hello my dear young minds, how are you all? Safe and secure at home, right? And dear students, in our last class I taught you about relative pronouns. In today, let me explain you about how we need to combine the two sentences with the participles. Before going to a detail into the topic, let us know what is meant by participles. What is meant by participles? Well, and yes, as you all know that there are four kinds of verbs in English language, which is very important, and V1, V2, V3, V4, right? V1 is called as present verb. V1 is called as present verb, and V2 is called as past verb. V3 is called as past participle. And V4 is called as present participle. Right? Well, let me remind you once. There is V1, V2, V3, V4. V1 is known as present verb, whereas V2 is known as past verb. V3 is known as past participle. V4 is known as present participle, which we can call ing form. If we add ing to the V1, we will get V4, that is called participle. Well, and that's our topic today, my dears, participles. How we need to combine the two sentences with the participles, V1 plus ing form, right? And before going to practice how we need to combine the two sentences, let me tell you what is meant by participle, what is meant by gerund. First one, my mother is cooking biryani. Well, yes, look at the first example. My mother is cooking biryani. And let's write one more example with using same cooking. Cooking is her favorite hobby. So let me check what is the difference between two sentences. Two sentences contain cooking, but it differs based on the actions. It varies. They both varies based on the sentences, based on the different meaning, based on the sentence structure, according to the grammar. Well, yes, see, my mother is cooking biryani. Here cooking ing, if we add V1 ing, then we will get V4. This is called present participle. If ing followed by any helping verb, especially B forms like am, is, are, was, were. Remember, Nana? If ing followed by any helping verb like am, is, are, was, were, then it is called participle. Which participle? Present participle. Well, present participle. And one more important thing, present participle has an action, physical action. If a verb has physical action, it is called physical dynamic verb. If a verb has an action, it is called dynamic verb. It has an action. Here my mother is cooking, here cooking has an action, so we can identify like that also. If it has an action, it is participle, present participle, right? And there is a physical activity. If we need to do cooking, we need to move our hands, we need to do something, we need to try something, right? So we need to do a physical activity, like if you wanted to do cooking. If there is an action for ing, that is called participle, which is present participle. Imagine in the second sentence, same ing, this second sentence ing doesn't follow any helping verb before that. Is there any helping verb, my dear? Not after that, don't look at here. Before. Cooking before, is there any am, is, are, was, were, be forms? No. No be forms. So, it doesn't have any action. Cooking doesn't have any action. If there is a action, it is called participle. If there is no action, it is called gerund. I think this is a new word for you. You might have known that. And yes, make a note of Nana. This is called gerund. Gerund. And there is a one more name for this. You know what is it? Verbal noun. Though it is ing, it doesn't have any action, but it can act as a subject. It can act as a subject. So it is called verbal noun. Verbal noun. Find here. See, my mother is cooking biryani. Here there is a physical activity and this ing followed by helping verb. So it is called present participle. See here, same ing which is not at all followed by any helping verb. It doesn't have any action. It came in the subject place. So it is called gerund. Gerund is also known as verbal noun. Right? Yes, this is the basic. Without knowing these two, what is meant by present participle, what is meant by gerund, it is impossible for you to combine the two sentences. So, mandatory, my dears. How we need to combine the two sentences together with using participles. The first and foremost thing, present participle, right? If V1 is adding with ing, we will get V4. For example, go plus ing is equal to going. This is called present participle. First type. Second type, past participle. V3, verb 3 is known as past participle. For example, what is the past participle for the verb go? Go, went, gone. Gone is a V3, which is called past participle. And what is past participle form of ask? Asked. What is the past participle form of write? Written. What is the past participle form of make? Not maked, made. Make, made, right? What is the past participle form of run? Ran. What is the past participle form of sing? Sang. So, simply I can conclude you, verb 3 is known as past participle. Well, yes. What is third one? Perfect participle. If participle will be perfect, we can call perfect participle. Well, basically, perfect participles always starts with either has, have, or had. Well, yes, perfect participle always starts with either has, have, had, but as it is participle, we need to start our answer with having. Already we knew that there is a participle which is called ing, right? ing, having. If sentence was given with has, have, had, we need to start our answer with having. Present participle ing, past participle V3, perfect participle having. Is there any word hasing, Nana? No hasing. So we need to start our answer with having. Is there any hadding? No hadding. Having, right? Whatever the verb it is, either has, have, had, our answer must be started with having if it is a perfect participle. So based on the instruction, if the two sentences asked us to combine with present participle, start your answer with ing. If it is asked with right past participle, start with V3. If it is asked you to write perfect participle, start your answer with having. Well, yes. Yeah, let's get into the practice examples. Let me remind you once, there are three types of participles are there. Present participle, past participle, perfect participle. Don't forget, Nana. Present participle, past participle, perfect participle. Three participles are there. How can we identify present participle with ing form? How can we identify past participle with V3 form? How can we identify perfect participle with having? Well, yes. And let's get into how we need to combine the two sentences with the present participle. ఈ వీడియో మీకు నచ్చినట్లయితే లైక్ చేయండి, అలాగే మీ ఫ్రెండ్స్కి షేర్ చేయండి. మీ శ్రీనివాస్ సైనింగ్ ఆఫ్. సీ యూ నెక్స్ట్ వీడియో. అప్పటి వరకు స్టే ట్యూన్ టు అవర్ ఛానల్ ఫర్ మోర్ ఇంట్రెస్టింగ్ గ్రామర్ అప్డేట్స్. హ్యావ్ ఎ గుడ్ డే ఫ్రెండ్స్.